Well, there you have it. This story escalates in ways you're not really expecting, except if you have heard a lot of the stories we've talked about from the US. But anyways, what happens is this guy, so it's not the TikTok, the guy sits down and wants his haircut. The barber starts going to work, probably not with 2 hands, I'm guessing with 1, professionally. And on the camera that they have, I don't think it was self-filmed, I think it's a CCTV. The guy starts to get a little upset. The customer starts to get a little bit upset. Like, oh, this is not right. I think you've made a mistake. So the barber, like most barbers, will be like, okay, let me fix it. How would you want it? And then starts to try to fix the mistake according to the guy's desires. The guy starts to get more and more visibly upset, very angry. And it seems for no reason, he just explodes, rips the cape off, whoosh, stands up and yells at the barber, why don't we fight? Why don't you just want to fight me? Or something like that. Or do you want to fight? Or something like that. And the barber's like, no, not really. Also, I have some scissors, back off. No, just joking. But he's like, no, I don't want to fight. I'm, trying to do the whole apology, sorry for this. Like, how can we help you? And then the guy starts to reach down over here like he's about to pull something out, but he doesn't. And he says, why don't I just shoot this whole place up? And of course, the guy who's the barber was a little bit freaked out. They all were. And he was like, please don't, blah, blah. And so the guy asked for his wallet, takes out a 20, and then decides to take out another $20 bill and hands back the wallet and walks out. So probably this guy is thinking, he messed up my hair so bad. Barbers usually probably would cost a bit around, $20 to $30. So he probably thought for compensation for the haircut, the bad haircut, and maybe getting a better one, I'm gonna take a 40.
It's a very reasonable amount. Like, well, how much would it?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, 20 is a little bit too little, but he only has another 20, so I'll just do that. Do you have any change for 20? And he probably thought that way. But according to law and the barber themselves, they were basically threatened. Their life was threatened and their money stolen by a crazy man. So they called the police and the police agreed with them. They said this man is acting against the law, and they have hence arrested him. But we don't have any trial or anything yet. They've just been arrested. All because they just really couldn't handle their anger from a haircut. Like, even if someone shaved in my least favorite sports team onto my head, I still wouldn't threaten with violence. I'd be like, I'll just shave my whole head and then we'll find out a way after this and don't charge me anything.
Well, yeah, just the way it quickly turned into a robbery. I thought at that point where he demands money, I thought, oh, maybe this was his plan all along.
Right? Yeah.
But then because he didn't take all the money, I was like, why would, maybe he wasn't planning anything, but he was just dumb or something. I don't know. He
felt like he was entitled, and that's the problem these days. People feel like they're entitled when they're not, and then they do stupid things, like join TikTok. I'm just joking. Just joking. Yeah, I'm on TikTok too, don't worry. Or I look at TikTok, yeah. Anyways, moving on.
Too much information.
Too much information now. Have you, not you specifically, but have you known of a friend or maybe even a student who has gotten a bad hairstyle or hair cut recently?
Well, again, to speak of my social media experience, obviously trends come and go. They often come round and round in circles. And there was a certain, I guess, late 80s trend called the mullet.
Oh, gosh.
And I didn't like that the first time round. I was alive at that time, I was young, but I never had a mullet. I never wanted a mullet. I didn't like it.
Sorry, the first time around? Oh, no.
In the late 80s. That's not the first time?
No, I'm wondering if there's a first time, there's a second time.
Well, it's back. It's now. It's right now. It's teenagers on TikTok showing off their mullets. And I'm like, you're insane, don't do that. Why are you doing that? And they think it's really cool and really new to them, but... Anyway, obviously I'm not exactly the great judge of hairstyles, but it's not my taste. I hate it. I think they should demand their money back.
Yeah.
For terrible hairstyle.
It's not most people's taste. I will say a lot of people who grew up knowing about or seeing the mullet firsthand do not agree that it looks good. Richard Dean Anderson in MacGyver, he was okay just because he's Richard Dean Anderson. Everyone else is a no. Yeah.
Yes, terrible hairstyles.
Yeah. Well, how would you react if your mom started to cut weird patterns into your hair suddenly?
Oh, I'd go nuts. I think I'd lose my mind. I think, again, because I've left it so long, I've just had the same hair for so long, I've got a genuine fear of having it cut now. So if somebody cuts it at all, in any way, even a really stylish way, I think I would just freak out. I'd lose my mind. Who am I now? I've lost my identity.
Goliath has fallen. No.
Or I might actually
Not
die.
Goliath. What?
Samson.
Samson has fallen. Yes.
Goliath was like a barbarian, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a sort of barbarian. Did you ever see the trend? It was on Facebook, but also on TikTok, of people having a fake hair and then snip.
Oh, yes.
And then holding it up.
And everyone being like,
Well, on that note, go ahead and check out the vocabulary below. It's so good. And then we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
Never look back.
Never look back.
Sport.
Sport.
Grow fond of something.
Grow fond of something.
Cape.
Cape.
Shoot somewhere/something up.
Shoot somewhere/something up.